Howdy boys, it's NPC and today we're back for another episode of Drip or Drown, and in this episode we're going to be customizing the Dinka Jester Classic, aka the Toyota Supra. Very iconic vehicle. But of course, before we can do that, we have to go over the vote totals from last week's Drip or Drown episode, which was of the Grotti Cheetah Classic. In my opinion, one of the best looking cars in the game, has some of the best customization, and to no surprise, a very dominant victory, 119 to 30. This vehicle was deemed drip worthy and will live to see more days on the road. And that might have been the first time we've broken over 100 votes, or it was well over 100 votes, so thank you guys so much for voting. Please continue to do so. Be sure to drop a like if you guys enjoy the video, and subscribe if you guys are new. We're going for 100k this year, and if that's not enough to convince you, there's leaked manhunt footage right behind me, so subscribe. First, we're going to go for armor and brakes, and then for our front bumpers, we have a good amount of options here. This, I don't think, is technically a tuner's vehicle, but is certainly very tuner-esque and has a lot of cool stuff on it. I think this one's pretty cool, although I really am not a fan of the canards. I feel like this is exactly what the front of a Supra is supposed to look like. Oh, we have this. Okay, yeah, let's go with the street build, and then for a diffuser, I am actually quite liking just the custom diffuser. Looks really nice, assuming we can change the exhaust to, you know, fit in there a little bit more. For the chassis, we can add a roll cage. I don't think it looks that nice, so we're gonna skip out on that. Engine, we're gonna max it out. And then for the exhaust, oh my god, these are pretty gaping. Why is there such a big cutout right there? None of the exhaust extend upward. That's kind of what I was betting on. That's okay, I guess. I just don't know if we should do the chrome or the titanium. I think it largely depends on what we decide to go for on our build. I do think the chrome exhaust too kind of looks cool. I don't know if that's controversial just because they're fat, but I feel like the Supra is not exactly a skinny car, so I think it looks okay. For the headlight covers, we could do the kind of sleepy looking build, or the mean build. I'm personally a fan. Maybe we'll come back to that. For the fenders, we can slap on, there's like a slight extension there. I think that actually looks really nice, kind of rounds it out, makes it even with the side skirt. So we're gonna add the rear spats. No wide body kit. I don't think that looks that good. We could, oh, but then it doesn't have the spats, and that looks really weird. You could definitely go for like a messier looking build. I've never tried on the Supra. I feel like that's not usually where the Supra excels, like not where it's supposed to look good. The custom hood looks very good. I am liking that. We could also go for a carbon hood. I feel like this is one of those builds where we could pull it off. Although the splitter on the front, I think, is just black, which is a little unfortunate. Maybe let's try this hood in carbon, the carbon custom hood. That looks pretty cool. Gotta throw on a truck horn, catch people off guard. Xenon lights. For a layout, or for a neon layout, we could end up going for one. I think it depends on our livery, so let's pick that out first and then we'll decide. Fukaru does look pretty cool. A little too much for my taste currently. I want to go for something more simplistic for sure. Shopping list. Has to be shopping list. Plate, we're gonna make that. We'll come back to the plate, actually. I think we need to pick our color first. I think this could look super cool. We could also go, oh, I don't know. The Supra looks good in all kinds of colors. Salmon pink kind of cooks. Orange, I feel like, doesn't look too bad, but I feel like because the Supra is very round, it's easy on the eyes, it's kind of soft looking, a salmon pink works. I don't think I've ever done pink in this series before. Oddly enough, I think the dew yellow is kind of cool too. Olive green, a little too dark. I think the Supra does look good in green generally. Like a sea green would a sea green would look insane. A sea green would actually look crazy. Okay, so sea green, salmon pink, I think those are my current top picks. Bleached brown wouldn't be too shabby as well, but I think it could go for a more, we can go for a more exotic color. Sea green with the carbon hood. You see, now I think it doesn't work. Now I'm leaning towards the salmon pink, because I think having the contrast like boxes the carbon hood in more on the edges, and it doesn't stand out so much. I think it looks better. Let's try salmon pink. Let's try salmon pink. For the pearlescent, it's got to be something brighter for sure. Definitely not yellow. Maybe like a diamond blue. Oh, that's super bright, man. Oh my god, that's like too glossy. That's too glossy for sure. We could go for something kind of soft, like the maple brown. Doesn't that look insane? It's got like a slightly yellowish tint. It totally looks like a shade of makeup of some kind. I don't know what. Salmon pink by default must, okay, it's got bluish silver. That makes sense. I feel like it's It's just really standard with a light pearlescent though. So I kind of want to try the maple brown. Is that what we were on? It's kind of cool. Moss brown. No way we go for a moss brown pearlescent on salmon pink. I honestly think it looks a little bit better. It's like slightly whiter. Yeah, we ball. Secondary color, I think we're just gonna go ahead and match the salmon pink on that so that our mirrors are the same color. And then for the trim color, that changes the seats, and I think we should either go for a black or a silver, or do we want to go for red? I feel like it's too similar to pink, and in that case we should just do pink. Maybe a Cabernet red? I don't know. We'll have to come back to the trim color. For the roof, I don't think any of the scoops look very nice. The skirts, though, can definitely look nice. Carbon lip skirt. Is that front splitter carbon? That's so weird. It doesn't look like it's carbon. It's kind of hard to tell in here. It matches, though. Do we want more carbon on the car? I guess we'll slap it on for now, because I think the side in pink does look really nice. And then for the spoiler, you guys already know. We have to go for the Supra spoiler. Oh, I'm not f***ing around. There's just no spoiler that's going to look better than the Supra spoiler. Yep, there we go. Suspension. Race suspension. I didn't know it could go that low. We might as well slam it. Race transmission as well. Turbo. And then for our rims, oh my god, rims have a huge impact on this car. It looks so different from rim to rim. Something more outwards. If it's too dished, I think the car looks a little like it's got its knees bent inwards. I don't know how to explain it. Just like look at this, and it looks really top heavy, and then compared to, I don't know, Trifade concaves, those are pretty expansive rims. Chrome, I think chrome is not the wave. Segoys I don't hate. The Mercies don't look too bad either. I actually am very curious to try out some of these new rims. I think these could look cool. The Modern Mesh, the Forged Star I actually quite like. It's pretty expansive. What else do we have? This would work for like a messier looking build. We could definitely go for some sort of metal or something. I don't know if I'm loving the pink right now, to be completely honest. We could go for a messier build. I'm not really vibing with the pink. Maybe we can try Pure Business. That's pretty cool. That one's always cool for sure. I am very curious to try the blacktop blender though, and then maybe we change the color to like a metal. Is that really crazy looking? Is that jarring? It kind of looks sick, does it not? Metal on metal with like these rims especially. Like I think I just like this regular steel metal. It looks pretty cool if you ask me. Secondary color, we'll try to match that as well, and then trim color, we'll focus on the trim color later. That looks pretty cool, does it not? And then we have to go to bumpers. For maybe the rear bumper especially, we go for, nope, it wasn't bumpers, it was fenders. We do the bolt-on arches. That looks so scrappy, man. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. But then I think the carbon doesn't fit anywhere else, so maybe we should take off the carbon. Like this drift bumper kind of makes sense now. Even the center grill cut like makes sense. It just looks so futuristic. Does it look a little stupid? Like, yeah. It's kind of cool though, is it not? It almost looks more like a calico from the front. Hang on. I think we just need to hit a little reset really quick. Oh, what if we did the carbon rear? It looks scrappy for sure. Are we mixing it up too much? On one hand, we've got the metal with all the bolts, and then got the carbon and the diffuser. I don't know. It kind of looks sick. I could go with or without it. I don't really have a preference for that. I'm really stuck, man. I don't know what to do. I guess we have to just pick something and roll with it. I guess I'll try the carbon rear with the diffuser, and then while we're going through the other options, I'll let it cook. If we need to change it at the end, we will. And then on this front end here, we're probably gonna need some carbon as well, so I guess we can just throw on the... It just doesn't look good anymore. This just does not look good anymore. I think the carbon on the front end is a little wonky. Like, it just shouldn't stick out from the car like that. Like, I kind of want to make it look even sleeker. I just think it looks too car-like. Like, I should look less car-like. For the skirt, maybe we can do that primary one. Oh, but then it looks really naked on the front. So we are going to need some kind of front bump. Like this one. Sure. Low splitter, that's fine. Nah, but then you see how like lifted it gets if you remove the splitter? I like that look a lot. I think it kind of suits what I'm trying to go for. Am I cooking or am I insane right now? I don't know, man. Two sides of the same coin. I guess we should check out the hood. Do we still want the carbon hood? I think the carbon hood is a pretty good addition to this, actually. Maybe we should go with something even a little more aggressive, like the scooped one. Give it some more shapes and make it look a little rougher. This just looks insane, man. This is like probably one of the craziest builds I've done. We can go ahead and limo tint the windows, and then For the wheels, can we change the colors? We totally can change the color. That being said, it does look really damn good in this. Like just the regular alloy. Regular alloy looks really nice with the metal. I think putting on black kind of ruins it. It looks like you can see the little bolts too much. I think I'm gonna leave it in alloy. Unless God gives me a sign. God did not give me a sign, okay. That's how it's gonna be. We're gonna bulletproof the tires, leave the tire smoke. No tire design, I think. Yeah, definitely not. It already looks scrappy enough for sure. Now, if we're talking about scrappy, is the spoiler supposed to, we need like a weird carbon wing on it? I feel like we probably don't. Like it should still look like a Supra. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. And then the final thing would just be the bumpers. I honestly think this is like, it's so weird because this is ugly, but I think it fits the build the most. Like it looks how it's supposed to look. It looks a little too glued to the floor with a splitter, but then you put like this on, for example. We could even go stock, but I kind of like the weird detail. It's just a weird ass looking build. I kind of dig it. Like, I don't know, I kind of dig it. I'm totally gonna look at this in the future and be like, what was I cooking? Okay, well, if that's the case, then maybe I should just throw on the street build, right? I don't know, man. I kind of want to try it out. I kind of want to push the boundaries on Drip or Drown, see if you guys are, see what you guys are thinking. I know you guys like my wacky builds. I just don't know if this is how wacky it's gonna get, because we could just go stock, but then it looks like it's too tame, you know what I mean? If we're gonna go insane, like we're gonna go insane. So I think we do it. Center grill cut. And then do we need a diffuser on there? Yeah, we need a diffuser. It's like way too high up otherwise. With the rear panel, right? There's that. It looks really nice. It looks clean. No carbon on the back end. It's too safe. We're just playing it too safe that way. So carbon rear with the diffuser. This might be the first time I'm ever using these rims in particular. Oh, do we want a roll cage in here since we're going all scrappy like we might as well, right? Red seats too. Race seats with the primary cage. That's clean, man. That's so clean. And then the exhaust, I think it is pretty fitting that we have these huge fat twin chrome exhausts. Okay, headlight covers are definitely a no-go. Definitely good. It looks so stupid. It looks like a checkerboard. Yeah, the rear panel, I'm just making sure everything looks good. This is my thought process going through the insane build. It looks good. We could even do a neon kit. Did we want a neon kit? We could do like red lighting or something, or out of curiosity, what if we did like the UFO like black light kind of color? No. That's too much. That's too much. No neon on this one. Livery. I think I still do like the shopping list. It's like the shopping list is just a scrappy looking livery. So we're gonna stick with that. Plate, we gotta make yellow and black, of course, to fit. Put on like an SA exempt plate. I think that would be kind of cool. But yellow and black, just because it fits really nicely into the back. I don't think it matters that much. I feel like it makes the most sense to go with SA exempt. I'm just gonna go with that. Whatever. It's a license plate. We don't care that much. And then for the trim color, it just doesn't matter anymore. Roof, is a scoop scrappy. We already have the vent up front. I think that's plenty. And then we do want the side skirt primary color. I think we're good, man. I think we're good. I guess last thing, the final thing would just be, do we want some other rims? Like these obviously look better, but probably for more of a street build. Pepper pots are pretty cool. Never found there's always something better than pepper pots. That's the only issue with these rims. So I really like the 6, kind of like a Hot Wheels reference. There's a car called the Diora 2 that has these rims. And so I really want to find a way to use them. I can't ever use them. This one is perfect though, because they're technically like endos, because they're 6-spoked like the Pure Business and endos. And they just have this like ring of bolts around them, and it's small. It just looks really weird, and I think it's fitting of the car and all the bolts and everything. So we're gonna pull out. Okay, it's time to see it in better lighting. And moment of truth. It looks pretty damn cool if you ask me. I don't know, man. Like this, you've definitely not seen a Supra like this in online. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm underestimating the people of GTA Online. There's some pretty insane builds out there, but this is like, no offense, to some of the customizers out there, but it's built with intention and insanity and not just a lack of an artistic eye. I apologize if anyone was offended, but if you were offended, that means you should step up your customizing skills. Anyways, it looks pretty cool if you ask me. Like that front centered nose gaping part is like it's kind of ugly, but at the same time I feel like it's the only like insane piece that we could have gone with while keeping the vehicle stock, because like the front end is lifted up, the back end is I mean, it has like a splitter on it, but I just didn't want the front to be too low to the ground. I feel like that takes away from it makes it less standard. All of the options were a little too standard for my liking. I think the rims definitely look better like when you're not moving, because then you can see more of the bolts. It shines a little more. Maybe I should have made them darker even to match the build a little more, but I think it suits the metal pretty well. It's just like we came straight out of the junkyard with this one. A futuristic junkyard perhaps, like maybe paint was scraped off. I don't know when cars ever look like they have metal like this, like a metal, super metal wrapping. Anyways, I've been rambling too long. All that's left is for you guys to vote in the comment section below. Let me know if I cooked or not. If you think I did, vote drip, and if you think I did not, vote drown, of course. And in the next episode, that will determine whether or not I need to sell the Supra. So be sure to drop a like on the video while you're down there voting. Comment down below and let me know what kind of car you would like to see for the next drip or drown episode. Be sure to sub if you guys are new, and to see the results of this episode next week. I think it's going to be a pretty controversial one, but I'm looking forward to it because that's what makes this series exciting. And yeah, that's about it. Until next time, take care. Peace.